y'all, Tracy here with Keeper of the Home at 4D Farms. Y'all, tonight for my series of Hey Gmo, what's for supper? Y'all, tonight I am just coming up with a recipe off the top of my head. I'm just throwing some ingredients together. I'm just playing and experimenting, and we'll see how this goes, okay? So I am also going to be showing y'all how I'm going to be using some of my frozen zucchini, okay, and some of my frozen shredded squash, okay? So let's get to cooking, okay? Welcome to our channel. My name is Tracy. I'm the keeper of the home here at 4D Farms, where we are all about faith, family, home, and farm. I hope you find something on our channel that will encourage you and inspire you on your journey. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, hit like and subscribe, and be sure to turn that little notifications bell on so you'll get notified every time a brand new video is uploaded. We hope to see you in each and every one. Thanks for watching. Okay, y'all, in this video, I'm going to just tell y'all some things I am pre-prepping, and this meal is so easy. I'm going to tell you some pre-prep steps that I'm doing, which is not going to take long at all, and these are things that I feel like that y'all already know how to do. So for, not a long video purpose, I'm just going to walk you some things I'm pre-prepping. So I have got 2 chicken breasts that I am going to cube up, and I am going to just brown in some olive oil and some butter, salt and pepper. That's it, okay? And I'm just going to be getting it like almost there done, because it's going to finish cooking in the oven in this casserole that I'm making, okay? So I don't want to cook it all like the dog soup out of it, okay? If y'all have ever heard that expression, maybe that's just my mama that says that. I don't know. But anyway, I don't want the chicken breast drying out and then it really being dry when the casserole gets done cooking, okay? So I'm just going to cube up my chicken, saute it, get it al dente, almost done, till it's not longer pink in the middle, okay? And then I'm going to be when I'm cooking with my frozen zucchini and squash, this is what I do. A lot of people do not like the taste and the texture of a vegetable that has been frozen and thawed out. This is how I take care of that, okay? Our vacuum seal bags are microwavable, steamable. Okay, so my zucchini and my squash, I am going to open up the bags, squeeze all the water out, okay? Pop them into the microwave and steam those for like 3 to 4 minutes, because I've got like 3 little bags. So I'm going to steam them first, okay? Then I'm going to put them in a bowl. All of this stuff is eventually going to find its way in a big mixing bowl, because I'm going to be mixing all of it up. And then when I get it all incorporated, I'm going to be pouring it into a greased 9 by 13, I think. It may be a little smaller. I'll eyeball it and see. Casserole dish. Okay, then we're going to be popping this in the oven and baking it. I've already got my oven preheating. I'm going to say 375, okay? Because y'all, I'm just doing this off the top of my head. I am playing with my food and I'm experimenting, and I'm just coming up with my own recipe, y'all. So if you want to follow along with this recipe, I'm giving you the pre-instructions first so you can get your stuff prepared and then come along and make this with me. If you just want to watch this video, see what I'm doing, you can hit pause, write it down, play. Write it, pause, write it down, play, okay? Because y'all, like I said, I'm doing this off the top of my head, okay? And then I'm going to be taking the twist on this, y'all, is I'm going to be using stuffing mix, prepared stuffing, what you call it, not stovetop, but this is just a bag of stuffing, that we got at the grocery store, and y'all, I found it in my pantry, and I'm like, aha, this is what we're gonna do with this. But the stuffing mix, y'all, I went ahead and this morning I put it in a bowl with some water, and I went ahead and pre-soaked it. Okay, so that way it don't take as long as to cook, and it's not hard as a rock. Okay, so I'm going to be incorporating that, and then I'm just going to take a block of cream cheese and a can of cream of celery soup, heavy whipping cream, and some seasonings, some shredded Colby Jack cheese. So that's about the pre-prep that I'm doing. So I'm going to finish showing you what I'm doing. And y'all, I may make it through this video and I may not, because as I'm pre-prepping stuff, our power is flickering on and off. I do not know what has happened. I don't know who's working on what down our road or on the road that's connecting us, other power lines. I have no clue. I may make it through this meal and I may not. So we're going to try, y'all. So, y'all, if I don't get it made tonight, I will get this all put together, and I'll get it all in a casserole dish, and I will just put some aluminum foil over it, y'all, stick it in the refrigerator, and I may have to cook it another night, and we may have to go get some pizza or something, y'all. There's a little country store right down the road from us, y'all, not even 2 miles from our house, that we support our little local community, y'all, and she makes the best pizzas, y'all. Hi, Sherry. I know she watches sometimes, and she makes the best pizzas at this little store, y'all. So our power may come back on, and it may not, but I'm going to get it pre-prepped, and I may have to cook it another night, or if the power comes back on, we will be cooking that baby tonight. So this is what you do, y'all, sometimes. So let's get to the kitchen, okay? Okay, y'all, so far the power is cooperating, okay? So I did a lot of my pre-prep work, okay, that we talked about. In this bowl, I've got my pre-soaked stuffing mix, okay? I have my cubed up al dente cooked chicken, and I have my zucchini and my shredded up squash, okay? Y'all, you can substitute and put rice in here. You can do broccoli instead of the zucchini. Y'all, you can play with your ingredients and make substitutions. All right, so that's what I've got in this bowl. In this bowl, I have a block of cream cheese, heavy cream, a can of cream of celery soup, some shredded up Colby cheese that we froze, y'all, ranch seasoning mix, Parmesan cheese, salt and pepper. Dried Parmesan cheese, salt and pepper. I got it all mixed up. That's what I was doing. Oven's preheating. I've got a 9x13 casserole dish here, greased, ready to go. So I'm just going to dump all of this in here. I should have had my little spatula, y'all. It wouldn't be making so much noise. Y'all bear with me just a minute. And I like the way the little spatulas get out all of the ingredients. Okay, that's going to go over here to my sink. I'm just going to stir all this up, y'all, and incorporate all this together. And I am going to pour it over into this casserole dish and throw it in the oven. Now, this is where you can get creative, y'all. You can put a topping on this of just cheese. You can put a topping of Italian breadcrumbs, French fried onions, crushed up Ritz crackers, and put a crusty little coating on top. And I may wind up doing that. I haven't made up my mind yet. I may just coat this with another coating of cheese on top, and then put it back in the oven just long enough to melt the cheese on top. Like I said, I am winging this tonight, y'all. I'm just playing with my food. This is how you just get creative in your kitchen, y'all. Okay? I could be doing this on my cutting board, but I had something else on my cutting board a while ago, so I didn't. Okay, I'm just pouring all this in. I needed to make sure I had a big enough mixing bowl, y'all, to incorporate all this in. Okay. Whoop, there was a zucchini. Let me get all these. Y'all, I can't stand watching a cooking show. And they either leave something in the bowl or the jar or something like that, and I want to shout at the TV and say, hey, scrape all that out of there, okay? Get all that out of that jar, out of that bowl. That's just me, y'all. Okay, so I'm going to, perfect fit, y'all. Perfect fit. Okay. This is going to incorporate, y'all, you've got a meat, 2 vegetables, a bread, dairy, all in one casserole dish here. I love casseroles, y'all. Okay, and I just thought of this on a whim. Now, like I said, I can put some French fried onions on here. If I was using rice, y'all, instead of the stuffing mix, I probably would put a crunchy coating on top. But since I already have the stuffing mix, I don't think I'm going to add extra crunch. I think I'm going to let this bake until, y'all, it feels right in my soul. And I see that everything's incorporated. And then I'm going to take it out, spread some more cheese on top, put it back in the oven, and just let it melt that cheese on top. That sounds delicious. Let's do that. My oven is preheated. So this is going to go in the sink. My oven's preheated. I'm going to take this right over here to my oven and just plop it in there. Oven is preheated to 375, and I'm just going to let it bake, y'all, like I said, till I see everything's incorporated. This is part of learning how to cook. Young ladies, if you are young, I see where I have some audience 18 to 24. Hi. Hi. Y'all can call me TV mom, YouTube mom. You can call me G-mom. You can call me anything you want to, as long as you keep it nice. Okay? Keep it nice. I want to be a mentor, okay, to you young ladies. That Titus 2 woman. Call me your Titus 2 mom. I don't care, okay? I like to help younger ladies, okay? Learning how to do homemaking skills. Y'all, I didn't go to college because a lot of reasons. But the number one reason, y'all, in my soul, in my mind, in my being, y'all, when I was younger, my whole childhood, I always said, I want to be a homemaker. I want to be a wife and a mother when I grow up. And I modeled my mother and my grandmother, y'all. And I'm like, I don't know what I want to be. As far as like outside the home, I'm like, I don't know what career. I thought about teaching. I thought about being a teacher because, Lord have mercy, I homeschooled my boys for the first 6 years, kindergarten through the 6th grade. And then here I am helping with my granddaughters, not homeschooling, but the toddler years until they go to kindergarten. I'm trying to get in them what I can to get them prepared for kindergarten, okay? And I'm like, I thought about being a teacher growing up. I thought about being a veterinarian, y'all, because I love animals. And at one time, I had a working farm, my own animals. Now we have cows, but that's my husband and our oldest son's thing. Y'all, I raised dairy goats, registered American Dairy Goat Association goats with pedigrees, lines as far back as I had that I could get, pedigree lines. They were all registered dairy goats. I raised them for almost 11 years until health reasons and physical crap, I had to give them up. But I did it for almost 11 years, y'all. And that was a passion of mine. No, we didn't consume any of them, okay? But they were dairy goats. I used them for milk. I made cheese, yogurt. We drank the milk, okay? So, I'm like, the whole time we had farm animals. My grandparents had a farm when I was growing up, and I loved animals, y'all. I had some of my own little animals. And y'all, I grew up saying, you know what? I just want to be a wife and a mother, a homemaker, okay? But when I got older, y'all, when me and my husband first got married, I had to join the working world, y'all, because we had dreams. We wanted to build a house. Okay? So, took two incomes. Okay? So I did that. But when my husband climbed that ladder and he got not old enough, but he got up the ladder in education far enough that he could make the better money to where it was like two incomes coming in to where I could take off, that's what we did. When our youngest son was born, he said, now you can take off work. You don't have to go back to work. You can be with our children and raise our children. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. Okay? But looking back, I'm like, okay, God, I had to learn a lot of things on my own. We're just going to chit-chat while that's baking, if y'all don't mind. I had to learn a lot on my own. Okay? Cooking, baking, canning, gardening. Yes, I did get some help later on with that. My late mother-in-law. And then I remembered some things in my childhood with my grandparents, working on the farm, in the garden. Y'all, I shucked corn, I shelled peas, I snapped beans till I thought my fingers were going to come off. Okay? So, and I'm like, God, when I got older, and I'm like, God, I've learned so much. I want to incorporate that into helping other people. Hence, I started a blog first. If y'all don't know, we have a blog, okay? And it's in the description box below. The link to it is in the description box below the video. If you're a reader and you like reading tutorials and reading blogs versus watching videos, go check out our blog, y'all, because I got the same content on our blog that's on our channels, just in written form. And I'm like, I created our blog first when I homeschooled our kids. And I used it mostly as a journal, to go back and look at things, y'all. And then I'm like, we're fixing to put this to use. Then a few years later, God just laid it on my heart to create a channel. But I was scared to death because I'm like, people are mean. Okay? And I'm like, somebody's going to hurt my feelings. Somebody's going to say something, because you see it all the time. But I'm like, you know what? I don't really care. Because as long as I can help a young lady, a young girl in college that's maybe fixing to get out of college and start their in real life, y'all, you get slammed in the face when you get out there in the real world and you move away from home. You get hit in the face pretty hard. Okay, so I'm like, I don't want to see other girls and guys go through that. So I created our blog, and then I created our channel later for people who like video versions, blogs. And I'm like, I may have some information that may help someone. So you young ladies, this is why I started a playlist of Hey Gmo, what's for supper, hotel cooking, where I'm using an air pot, instant fryer, the hotel's microwave. That's all I'm cooking in for you college students, okay, that may be seeing some of my videos, okay? You're going to have to know how to cook, okay? That playlist can be for you because I am using nothing but an air fryer, instant pot, and the hotel microwave. Yeah, so that playlist is for y'all, or for anybody that just wants some air fryer, Instant Pot recipes, okay, microwave recipes, okay, it's for anybody. But I see that I have an audience for younger too, and I'm like, let's just start some of this Titus 2 stuff, okay, and mentoring and teaching and sharing information, okay, yeah, so y'all go check out that. That's the reason for my channel, y'all. Just to help, okay? So I hope I gave you a little bit of encouragement, okay? Don't be afraid to get in your kitchen. Young ladies, the young ones, okay? You may be fixing to get a house and get married and stuff like that, and you're like, nobody taught me how to cook. I need to learn how to cook. I hope some of these recipes are helping y'all, okay? I hope... Okay? And if you're not growing a garden and you're having to come up with meals and you're having to go buy these ingredients at the grocery store, young ladies, young kids, y'all please check out my meal planning playlist and shopping the sales. This is life skills that y'all need to learn before y'all get out there in the real world and you got to spend your own money shopping for your groceries. You need to know how to do it economically, compare prices, shop the sales, do your meal planning first from what's in your refrigerator, your pantries, and then your freezers. But a lot of people try to do the opposite way, y'all, and meal plan with recipes. That's causing y'all to go out and buy a lot. I'm not saying you can't do that, because yes, you can. But y'all, if you're on a budget, you're trying to cut corners, y'all, meal plan first by what you already have on hand for a lot of reasons. You may not need to go get all those other ingredients because you may already have them for that recipe. Okay? You're saying, okay, I'm going to go make this recipe. I need bell peppers. I need onions. I need cheese. I need sour cream. And you write that down on a new grocery list. You may already have those items in your refrigerator left over from another meal. See what I'm saying? Check your refrigerators, your pantries, and your freezers first. Meal plan. Use up what you've got in there so you're not throwing money in the trash. Okay? I know a lady who just did that, and she's like, crap it, I just threw away $10 worth of food in my refrigerator, and I could have meal planned with those first and carried those into another meal. But they sit in her refrigerator too long, and she let them spoil and had to wind up throwing them in the trash. So young ladies, young guys, y'all, I taught my kids this. I would drag them around the grocery store and teach them, okay, compare your prices, shop the sales, look at the units, the pounds, the ounces compared to the price. Then compare those prices to the same thing in another brand or an off brand. Is it on sale? Is it not on sale? I tried to teach my boys this, y'all. Walking around the grocery store with mom trying to teach them how to do something, and they're a teenager, they're like la 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 la, or they're in like another world on their phone until guess what happened? They got out in the real world, they got married, and they're having to do their own grocery shopping, and our youngest is like, Mom, I had no clue. I should have paid attention, because y'all, now he's having to buy their own groceries, and then he's like, I said, do I need to go with you again and redo all this? He's like, no, I'm good. But he's learning. Okay, so y'all, this is life skills that you need to learn before you get slapped in the face with the real world. Okay? Meal planning. I have a playlist. In that playlist is also teaching you how to shop the sales. Meal planning with what you've already got on hand. Then start applying some of those skills, college kids, if you're in a dorm room having to cook in an air fryer in an Instant Pot. Okay? On that hotel cooking playlist, I have a video where I actually show you how I meal plan for the week. And then I take you along on the grocery haul with me for that week's meals. I teach you how to compare the prices. College kids, y'all go look that one up, okay? It's on that hotel cooking playlist, okay? And then I'm also going to put it on my meal planning playlist for you, okay? Kids, this is life skills you need to learn how to do. Mom and daddy's can't follow you off to college. They can't follow you into the military. They can't follow you around and hold your hand. This is why we try to teach y'all this when you're still at home. But y'all lock yourselves in them bedrooms in there and talk to your buddies and yeah. So y'all don't care nothing about that. Okay? Moms, get the kids in the kitchen cooking when they're little. I did that with our boys. They did know how to cook before they leave this house. Our youngest one is like the chef. He can come up with a meal just like me on a whim, y'all, just thinking it up in his head, okay? But he was sitting beside me on a stool at 3 years old, flipping some zucchini and squash on the griddle, baking cookies with me, okay? So he helps me come up with homemade pizza ideas, y'all. We just throw everything on the pizzas. Okay? My boys knew how to cook before they left home. Okay? Which has helped them in their marriages tremendously with their wives. Okay? So now I'm doing that with my granddaughters. I am getting my granddaughters in this kitchen. Y'all, they can make a pizza. They know how to do some brie. They know how to make some cakes, some muffins, waffles, shuffles, pancakes. I'm teaching them, y'all. They will know how to cook something when they get out in this real world. I'm all balling my dish over here, y'all. Let's see what else do. Y'all, they're in the kitchen with me when I'm canning. They help me do some things. I'm letting them practice now their culinary skills by chopping up some vegetables. I'm supervising, y'all. They're getting better. Mamas, get them babies in the kitchen with you cooking. Okay? Canning, cleaning, I don't care what it is. Let them go to the grocery store with you. Y'all know what y'all are thinking. Y'all, I don't have time to haul babies around with me. It's just too much trouble. Put them to work. Give the oldest one a grocery list that can read and say, okay, what's the next thing on the list? Get those little ones out of that cart, y'all, but keep your eye on them, y'all. Get them busy. Show them what to pick up off the shelf. Let them be big boys and girls. Put them in the cart. It keeps them entertained instead of just sitting in the buggy and they're strapped in. They won't out. They're crying and screaming their heads off in the middle of the grocery store. Yes, we can hear that. We can hear that. All the way to the other side of the store, we can hear that. I kept mine busy, y'all. I had the oldest one that could read. I gave him the grocery list. I do the same thing with my girls. The ones that can read, I give them the grocery list. Me and the little ones, we will pick out what I've got on the grocery list, and I will let them throw it in the buggy. Okay? I'm teaching them skills. They are being entertained, and they are learning all in one shopping trip. Are y'all enjoying this conversation? Because I'm enjoying it, y'all. You probably done cut me off by now. Anyway, so get your kids busy, y'all. Teach these life skills before they get out into the real world, okay? That's all I'm saying. I had fun with my boys. I'm having fun with our grandkids. And I will continue to do this, y'all. It's looking good over here, y'all. Okay, I'm going to quit rambling now. Like I said, I've got an audience that I see of younger generation. I hope I'm helping in some way. Like I said, y'all can call me your Titus 2 mama. I don't care, okay? If that's what you want to call me, put it in the comments below and just say, hi, Titus 2 mom. I'm going to adopt you, okay? It's my Titus 2 mom, okay? That would make my heart so happy, just knowing that I'm helping somebody. Y'all going to make me cry. I get emotional, okay? Okay, I like to know that I'm just helping people. If you're older and you're like, hey, nobody showed me this when I was younger. I am struggling. I want to learn some new recipes. There's some things I didn't know how to do. I hope I'm helping y'all too, okay? Y'all, some of these things, we didn't have YouTube. We didn't have Pinterest. We didn't have Google when we were growing up. We relied on our mothers and grandmothers. But some of those mothers and grandmothers were busy, y'all, and may not have been able to help us all the time, okay? That's what we're standing in the gap for. These Titus 2 women, okay? We're standing in the gap and we're trying to help, okay? Y'all give me a shout out. Tell me, okay, if you've adopted me or not, okay? I would really appreciate that. If I've helped you in some way, please let me know, because that just makes my heart happy, y'all. Still gathering at my thing. I'm going to let y'all see this here in just a second, see what it looks like when I pull it out to put that other round of cheese on top, okay? I'll stop babbling for right now, okay? Okay, y'all, I have taken this out of the oven. Y'all see how gold and bubbly? All right, I'm going to add the cheese on top. This is where you can put anything on the top of yours that you want to, okay? I'm cheesy, y'all. I just want some cheese on top. And I'm going to put this back in the oven and let it melt. Get this like, a golden brown on top. Maybe that little crunch, y'all, that I'm looking for. Oh, why not? 2 bags, y'all. That's 2 cups. I freeze my cheese in 1 cup portion. So that's 2 cups of cheese. I'm going to spread that out on top. And we are going to get this back in the oven and let it get all bubbly. And I'll take it out in just a second, y'all. Okay, it's out of the oven. That cheese is crispy, just like I like it. We're fixing to plate this up.